Yeah, I guess I don't know that I'll give my thoughts just on the day. I think anytime you play an ACC opponent, you talk about like the series, and it's a really big series win to come out and beat Cal. So really proud of us coming out, taking the series, and then obviously today was a good day of softball. Would I have liked to be on the other side? Yes. But what a great experience. A lot of effort went into getting this day together, and to see the fan engagement and excitement and people show up, and then, as you guys mentioned, have a really good ball game. Really wish we came out on the other side, but what a great day of softball.
I think everyone came into this year kind of expecting you guys to hit, but how have you kind of seen your offense evolve and grow this year?
Yeah, I think evolve is it's evolved because we've become really confident, and that's the piece that I think people that maybe watch the game can feel when a team is really swinging the bat confidently, and when you've played the game, like you know what that feels like. But the skill set is one that is really hard, and without confidence, it gets even harder. And I've been impressed with the players up here mentioned our resilience, and I think our evolution is just we've gained confidence as the season went on. And that allows you to get off good swings, that allows you to swing at good pitches, that allows you to take the balls when you're deep in the count. And we've been able to do those things, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, just talk about what was kind of the decision to start. So today, just talk about how you plan to pitch.
Yeah, I think the other piece of the story of the season that maybe we haven't talked about enough is, we got 3 pitchers, and that's a good thing. What it's meant is that those 3 pitchers get a lot of opportunity. And just like the offense, pitching is going to be a journey, and any skill that you do, you're going to kind of have your ups and downs and some of your struggles. And, sometimes having 3 pitchers is hard, but also what it means is you get to get back out on the horse and you get to try again. And for us to accomplish our goals this year, we're going to need Zoe. And she can do it. So it was good to get her out there and good to get the start. Obviously, rough first 5 hitters, but I was proud of the way she came back 6 through 9, picked up 3 Ks in there, got us back in the dugout, and it's going to take all 3 of them. So it's a situation where it's really good that our pitchers, they get to throw, and they get to throw a lot, and even if they have a rough day, they get to get back out there and throw more. So it's going to take all 3 of them, and we're going to keep using them.
I think when people look at this lineup, a lot of the time they look at Taryn or Emily and just kind of, but you have so much depth. And Kyra has, I think, 19 game hitting streak, and
Yeah.
she's a home run today.
Yeah.
How has she really grown as a hitter?
I mean, Kira is probably the player that doesn't get talked about nearly enough. And the thing about Kira that doesn't even show up on the stats, and the stats by themselves are incredibly impressive, she doesn't throw away any at-bats. She has great at-bats over and over and over and over again. And I think that's where you see her stat line being as good as it is that she just consistently good at bats, swings in the zone, hits the ball hard, takes her walks. But yeah, she's really blossoming into herself this year offensively. Her power game's kind of developing. And part of that too is just, she's a junior now and she's been in the weight room for a couple of years. But yeah, she's having an unbelievable year, and we probably don't talk about her enough.
What was it like just playing in front of this crowd today? I mean, Kara was saying, it was like being a World Series.
Yeah.
What's it like just kind of seeing that at your home park?
It was so cool. I'm kind of a sore loser usually, but today was awesome, and I didn't know what was going to happen after we went down 5. I trust our team, but for them to kind of stand up and get back in it and just fight, scratch, and claw the entire way until the end, I just I couldn't be more proud of them, and I couldn't be happier that we had such a great game and such a great atmosphere. And I think when you look across sports and across venues. Yesterday we had 1450, I think, against Cal in our old ballpark. We would be turning people away, and I think that you see a consistent theme that there aren't big enough venues for women's sports to be able to draw the fans that they can draw. So to be able to have this great game day atmosphere. The number of people that come up to me and tell me how wonderful it is to have concessions in the stadium and restrooms in the stadium, and you want to give them this great experience, so they want to keep coming back. So hopefully a lot of people who showed up to Stanford for the first time to watch a softball game will, come back and see us in our beautiful stadium next year. So it was a great day for softball. It was a great day for Stanford softball. It was a great day for Bay Area softball. And I'm really proud of all the work that went into it and really, really proud to be a part of it.
And then talk about too, just Copic asked about probably yesterday, but just talk about kind of her continued steadiness at the point for you guys. Yeah.
Just like Kira, Kaylin's incredibly steady, and that allows her to kind of survive the highs and lows that go along and always get back in the game. And I think she'd tell you that up until a couple of weeks ago, a couple of games ago, she was kind of in a down patch and fighting for her confidence, but she's just emotionally consistent. And when you're emotionally consistent, it allows you to be able to, get hot and trust your stuff. So she had a huge game, obviously, yesterday, another good game today, and she's a big piece of our offense.
What's kind of the next growth point for this team? Like, you guys have been breaking offensive records all year, been such a consistency, or like, where do you think you guys go next?
Yeah, I think, you win on the margins when you play good opponents and equally matched opponents. And there are some margins today that we could shore up a little bit. You can't give away outs on the bases. Got to take care of the ball defensively. Got to compete in the zone. So we'll continue to work on those things. But, we talked at the beginning of the year about how our offense and our defense, we're going to need to protect our pitching as it comes along. And I think the next step, and I think you're starting to see it, is like the pitching growing into itself and just getting better and better. And, I think Alyssa Houston had a great weekend. We stretched her a little bit today, asked her to go a little bit longer than we maybe wanted to. But when you look at what she did on Thursday and Friday, she also had a great outing in our midweek. Like she's starting to get hot, which is fantastic. Kylie continues to put together good appearances. So I think them just continuing to get better and better and better, and their confidence to grow, I think is a big important piece.
And you left throughout the opening pitch. Just talk about what.
Yeah, and he high-fived Cal. What happened?
Yeah, what's it been like kind of seeing him? I didn't catch that, I did that. But tell what he means to this athletic program and having him around in his incapacity, just getting a chance to interact with him more. What's that been like?
Yeah, Andrew's great. And he was around a lot even before he was around in an official capacity, and was just an excellent supporter of the program, came to a lot of games, brought his family to a lot of games, and was really an active participant in really anything that we asked of him to help us with. So to have him now in an official capacity and get to see him often is amazing. I have great respect for him, really enjoy being around him. And, no one represents Stanford quite to the level that Andrew Luck does. And he is passionate about this place, and it's great to have him around. Awesome. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, for you guys, just talk about the overall experience of the day, playing in front of a record attendance. What was that experience like?
I think it was pretty awesome. Like, we reached the record of 13,000 people, and it was just nice to be out there. It was kind of like a mini World Series experience. That was the last time we had that many fans. So it was nice to have people rooting for Stanford, and it was just nice to see that people care and that people show up when we ask them to. So it was really cool.
Yeah, I'd say same thing as Kira. It was surreal, super just awesome to see everyone you care about up in the stands, how excited they are for us to be out there, and just to be out there with your best friends competing. So it was great.
Obviously, your guys have been hitting this year. There's been a big strength of yours. What's kind of worked for this lineup this year as you guys have kind of played off of each other?
I think just our consistent offensive pressure, I think we are very confident in our ability to hit and score runs. There's just never a time where we're not confident hitting-wise, and I just think that we kind of feed off each other's energy. So, if Kaylin hits a dinger, then we're super excited, and we all just, build off of that. So it's really exciting.
Yeah, echoing everything that Kira said. When Kira hits the dingers, we all get super excited. When anyone does, you just feed off of each other's energy and you do it for each other. And I think we've worked really hard at our hitting too, and we've all individually gotten better. So it's really exciting.
The ball was really flying this afternoon. Is that something you guys came in preparing for, planning on the ball flying today?
Yes and no. I think we just want to go out there and hit the ball. I mean, a ballpark flying really helps us, but we just go up there and want to have a good at bat. So,
Yeah, I'd say the same thing. And in the outfield, we'll as we're warming up, we'll kind of like get a sense for if the ball's flying or where the wind's taking it. But yeah, worked out really well for Kira.
You guys have gotten used to playing at this field, and what's the experience been like overall, just going to a different field this year and the dimensions and everything like that?
I could do that. I think we've just had a lot of like practices out on that field to where like we've gotten comfortable, like us in the outfield with like the fence, understanding the way like the wind like shifts or blows, and obviously like the ballpark, you know, where the fences are with like hitting and everything. So I think it just, for me at least, it feels like a normal but amazing ballpark, where there's like no place I'd rather be playing. It's just an awesome experience, and like our grounds crew is amazing. Everyone who set it up is amazing. So it's just a really cool opportunity.
Yeah, I agree, totally. I think we're definitely really used to playing on this field. We practice on it almost every day, so very comfortable to us.
Just talk about what the challenge the Cal posed today. You guys came in up 2-0, but obviously you had to know that they were going to come in motivated. Just talk about what did Cal do today to kind of top you guys on this unit?
I think they're a scrappy team, so I think they came out, like you said, wanting to win. I think we put a lot of like offensive pressure on them today, but they also put offensive pressure on us. So I think some of the small things like that we can do better, then I think we can win.
I agree.
Even though you guys didn't win this one, it was a very entertaining game. Lots of runs being scored.
Yeah.
Just kind of how cool is it that for this kind of event that it was a high action type of game? The fans from both sides could enjoy.
Yeah, it was really cool. I also have to say, like, our offense, I feel like, is very resilient this year, and I think that when we get kind of punched in the mouth, we come back and we score runs, and I just think that I'm just really proud of us this year, for sure.
Yeah, I completely agree. Really proud of our offense, and it's awesome when like there's these amazing plays that are getting made in the infield, outfield. Everyone's just like going forward and giving it their best. So, yeah, it's great.
Anything else?
Thank you both.
Thank you.
Guys.